Hey guys, it is Makeup Makeout 15 time. Oops. Hold on. Hey guys, it is Makeup Makeout 2016 time for May. Geez, you think I would change the name of this thing already. I got the name from Pink So Foxy. She was the person who inspired me to do this challenge. I did it with her at home on my own for the year of 2013. So if you ever wonder why I call it that and you don't know, there you go. Anyways, let me just get started. If you don't know what I'm doing, these are like my problem areas. These are the worst of the worst in my collection. These are the areas that I've just accumulated way too much. And so my challenge to myself is to either declutter or use up 2 items in each of the categories every single month. So if I don't finish off 2 items, I need to find something to declutter. I don't always succeed, but it's a great motivation for me to pay attention and at least attempt to do it. So let's get started. Hair products. I actually use the Batiste Dry Shampoo in Floral Essence, and then I use the Amika Perk Up Dry Shampoo with sea buckthornberry. These were both dry shampoos. I'm getting pretty good at going through dry shampoos. So yeah, those are easy for me. I use dry shampoos on 2nd day hair and 3rd day hair. So I use a lot of dry shampoo. I don't know. Okay, let me start with the Amika. First of all, I got to use this like four uses out of this. 2 of them were great, 2 of them were awful. I don't know if I wasn't getting the product mixed up well enough or what. 2 of them just didn't get the oil out of my hair at all. The other 2 did, but left a nice white cast. So I don't know, but I always shake my dry shampoo before I use it, so I'm not sure what was up with that. Other than that, it did eventually remove the oil from my hair, but I'm glad that I used these 2 things at similar time frames, because this and this were so much alike that just buy this. I don't know how much this costs, but this is a high-end product. I'm going to assume that it's probably a lot more costly than the Batiste, and this Batiste in Floral Essence was basically the same product, except I had more consistent and better results with this one. I like the Batiste dry shampoos, but they leave this weird powdery residue. It's not a white residue. I can get the white cast out, but it's this weird powdery residue, and because I like to touch my hair so much, it just gets all over my hands. I end up wiping it on my clothes. Yeah, I don't like the way it feels. It's very like... But I am still going to use it because it is a lot cheaper than the Chlorane, which is my favorite dry shampoo. Yeah, but this is kind of like my 2nd favorite. So, yeah, I alternate between the 2 of those. But anyways, 2 hair products gone. I actually don't have a ton of products. I'm proud of myself. Well, no. The goal was to have a lot of products. So, yeah. Fast video, hopefully, if I will quit rambling. Murad Blackhead and Pore Cleansing Duo. Alright, these guys all kind of go together. This was like a little perk product from Sephora, I'm pretty sure. I had the Blackhead Remover Mask. I had the Pore Refining Sealer. And I had, this was the Murad Moisturizer, Step 3 Moisturizer. And I just had this randomly, and so I figured I would try to use all of these in conjunction because it recommends using a Step 3 Moisturizer with the system. Yeah. This product I thought was okay. The Step 1, the Blackhead Remover, I thought was okay. I feel like I can accomplish the same things with any kind of sort of clay mask or anything like that, so probably wouldn't repurchase this again unless it was like on sale or some reason why I would want to purchase this over another mask. The one thing I did think that was cool about it is that it's both a mask and an exfoliator at the same time. So you kind of put the mask on, leave it, let it dry, and then when you're ready to take the mask off, you get it wet and massage it in, and it's an exfoliator. That to me wasn't enough to make me purchase it, but I do like that concept. I do like that it's a double action product, And yeah, so that was step 1. Step 2, I did not use up all the way. I used it twice, and this was, I knew better than to even try, but I did it anyways. So I used it twice. I had all kinds of nice little bumps right here where I applied it, and not interested in finishing that up. This guy, the Murad, this is the Hydrate Protect Hydrodynamic Ultimate Moisture, and I didn't even attempt to put this on my face. This was a balm. I mean, like a hard balm. Like I had to kind of put my finger in and it would kind of like melt a little bit and you could get a little bit out. No way in AG Double Hockey Sticks was this going on my face. I knew it was going to be way too heavy. It was so heavy it actually clogged my like pores right here, and if you can still see, I still have like a little bit of bumps from that. And anyways, so yeah, this was way too heavy. I use it on my chest is what I was insinuating there. Way too heavy for me. You would have to have some seriously dry skin for this to be something I think you would be interested in, but yeah, that's what that is. Another skincare product I have for the month was the Origins Clear Improvement Charcoal Mask. I cut this bad boy open and got all of the little bits out. I had a favorite before, it was a Boscia mask. They've since discontinued it, so this one's kind of as far as Sephora or Ulta type products, that you higher end products. Right now this is kind of my #1 mask. I don't know that I would repurchase it again, but I thought it was pretty good. I don't think it's like a miracle worker. I don't think it's something that if you have acne it's going to cure your acne, but I do really think it helps. I use them once a week, and I do really think it helps to just kind of keep your pores a little less clogged. So I like clay masks as long as they're not ridiculously drying, which kind of causes as many problems as it solves. So yeah, I did like this, not over drying. I felt it did help manage clogged pores, so possible repurchase. Next 2 categories I did not do well in. I typically don't do well in nail polish because geez Louise, using up nail polish is impossible. I don't know. I just can't seem to do it. I want to talk about this though. This is the Authority Nail Polish, Authority Cosmetics Nail Polish. I got this in a box, and if you have this box, or if you got this nail polish in a box, I don't know what box it was, walk it to the trash can and throw it away. I loved this nail polish. It was absolutely beautiful. I am going to show it to you right here. This is the nail polish here, and yes, I got this idea to use a beautiful little thing like this from Pretty Pistol. So she does the nail polish challenges and is awesome, so you should check out. She can actually use up a nail polish. I can't use up a nail polish, but I loved it. I thought it was beautiful. It wasn't overly shiny. It was just this beautiful mermaid, kind of aqua teal color, emeralds. I don't know. I mean, it was just stunning. I wore it for a week. I wore it with a base coat. I took it off. 1 month later, my nails are still stained green. Thankfully, I am a person who wears nail polish all of the time, and I tend to wear darker, opaque nail polishes. But I would be devastated if I were a person who only wore nail polish occasionally, or who liked to do lighter, more sheer colors on my nails. It would devastate me, seriously, because my nails do not look good right now. I didn't try to buff it out, but based on my experience with levels of staining on my nails, I don't think it was buffable. You can literally see a demarcation line from where my nails are growing. It's like white, pretty nail, and then just like this greenish, brownish, yucky-ish tinted nail. It's just not pretty. I know blues can be a little staining, but I've never had anything like this before. Even the polish, the formula of it's a little bit different. It felt really weird going on. It held up beautifully. It didn't chip. It wore well, and I was like, man, this is going to be my next favorite polish. I actually went to their website to see what else they offered. And then I took it off, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's bad. So, yeah, I seriously recommend if you have this, just get rid of it or try it on like your baby toenail or whatever, the little pinky toe that has the toenail like this big. Try it on that guy because it'll grow out very quickly, but yeah, major staining issues. And I only have one lip product for the month. The problem with this one was, my excuse for this was that I thought I was going to finish one, and then it was a Bare Minerals gloss, and you know how you can't really reach the bottom, so I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. And then I was like, well, maybe I should turn it upside down. So I turned it upside down, and I was like, oh yeah, there's a lot more product left in there. So you'll probably be seeing that soon. This is the Bite Beauty CC for Lips in Tawny. They discontinued this, so I won't dwell on it too much. I didn't think it was terrible. I didn't think it was great. I definitely wouldn't have paid the original price for this. I think I got this in like a gift set or something. I didn't pay full price for this. I did go ahead and dig it all out just because I've been in that kind of mood lately. And it's just amazing to me. I mean, there were several more weeks worth of product left in here. I don't know that I would do this, dig it out for a lipstick, because then you know you're stuck using a lip brush. I put this in a pot and just used my finger. It wasn't bad. There was nothing wrong with it, but like I said, definitely wouldn't have paid the $20-some that they were asking for that. And lastly, I'll take this out of the case because it's just easier to show you, because the case has a mirror. Oh, and this is dusty. I should have wiped it off, but I didn't. Yay! My original goal with this palette was to pan these two and these two. I had no intention of working on this one at all, and as you can see, I've hit major pan on that. I didn't have any intention on working on these whites, and I don't know if you can see, but there are some pretty good dips going on in those whites. I was kind of hoping I would hit pan on that. I didn't quite finish up this one, but you know, it's good for me. I'm happy with that progress. It was a really dark shade. I've used it quite a bit. So that made me happy. And then the blacks, I decided to not really, even though I made quite a bit of progress on those, considering that they're black, I decided to quit using those in favor of working on my Pan That palette. Is it Crave in the Urban Decay Basics palette? Because it's just a better black shadow. These weren't bad, but that one's just better. So, and then these were Nasty Cream. I don't know why they ever would do this, but those are nasty like lip products, which I'm not going to use. So anyways, I'm considering this palette done. I am excited about it. I feel happy with it. I tallied up the cost of what I thought this might be valued at. I actually got this palette, it's a palette set, as a gift, but I figured out that the value of this palette was worth about $5 to $8. I used this for almost 5 months, and I feel like I definitely got my $5 to $8 worth out of this. I loved it. I thought it was great product. Yeah, I don't usually have too many complaints about Sephora's products. I do feel like when you get something like this, there's a lot of hit and miss, and then you have, you know, these two worthless products and so on, and then you have these three kind of duplicates. But when you're thinking of the value versus what you would pay for some other shadows, a lot of times I feel like their products are really worth it. So because I am done with that, I am going to start working on my Urban Decay Basics palette. And I am going to start working on this palette a little bit more. I introduced this palette a couple months ago. My original goal is to just work on this creamy white shade here. I've been working on it. That's one that's just going to take a while. That's a lot of product in there, and these are so tightly packed. They're so tightly packed, they're hard to get out. It takes a lot of like... But I like these. The more I play with them, the more that I like them. I want to kind of play around with these. I haven't spent too much time with these yet. This is a really old Smashbox palette. I think it's funny. It has like the very similar Natasha Denona. I mean, it's like the exact same packaging as the Natasha Denona palettes, except for those are white. I'm going to hold on to this palette until I am done with this, and then I'll decide if I just want to declutter it or depot some things or whatever. But I'm also adding in another Sephora palette. It's the exact same. They all came together as a set. I'm going to add this in and start playing with this. This is some bolder, bright colors that I would like to start using. I really, really love the tones in this palette. I love the purples, But particularly, I adore this purple shade here. I've already worn it quite a bit. I don't know how much you can tell, but I have actually worn the purple shade quite a bit. I like this one beside it as well a lot. And I actually really like this green color here. It's not something I don't know. I don't really see myself wearing it every day, but I do want to reach for it a little bit because it is very pretty. It looks nice, I think, on my face. Maybe. I don't know. I think it looks good, but it may look like crap. These two right here are basically junk. These two shimmery pink shadows. They are like the same shadow for starters, and they are just glitter bombs. I don't know what you'll be able to tell, but on the camera, but when you put these on, you just get glitter like all over your face. So those you probably won't see again. I'll probably go ahead and dig those out, just so I don't have to look at them. But anyway, so those are the eyeshadows that I finished up for the month. Those are the eyeshadows that I'm going to start working on for the following months. And that is all I have for today, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye!